Good morning, everybody, and thanks for joining today's webinar on document downloader for Windchill. So we will wait for a minute just to allow the rest of the attendees to join, then we will start. Okay, I think we can start. And once again, welcome to today's webinar on document downloader for Windchill. So let's start off by looking at the agenda for today. So I'll do a quick introduction of myself and Boundary Systems, go over the topic overview, go through the actual demonstration on document downloader in the Windchill application, and right at the end we will handle the question and answer session. So if you have any questions during the webinar, please feel free to start typing it in the webinar's questions section, and definitely attend to that at the end of the webinar. Right, my name is Ephraim Poyeng. I am a PLM specialist at Boundary Systems with over 6 years experience on PLC products, specifically Windchill. I'm a certified Windchill trainer and implementer. About Boundary Systems, we regard ourselves as the technology leader, and we partner with a couple of companies, including PDC, eCharge, Autodesk, and other technology companies. Boundary Systems is number 16 fastest growing private company in Greater Cleveland area, and also part of the PDSVISION group of global companies. So on the map to the right, that is where all our PDS companies are located. We offer capabilities in product lifecycle management, data management, CAD design and consulting, simulations, and we also assist our customers with the new product development. As I've said, we partner with a couple of companies, PDC being our main partner. We also partner with companies listed on the slides here, eCharge, Keyshot, ITI, to make sure that we provide or bring to our customer a comprehensive solution that addresses all their needs. If you have any questions after the webinar, any technical questions can be directed to me at epoyeng@boundarysys.com. For any sales queries, sales@boundarysys.com. For additional information, you can visit our website, boundarysys.com, and we also have a YouTube channel called Boundary Systems, where this webinar will be uploaded in case you want to go back and rewatch the video. Right, the topic for today is on document downloader application for Windchill. So this allows PLM users to easily download the bulk content data with just a single click. So you don't have to go to, if you need to export out a PDF, for an example, you don't need to go to each drawing to download that. You can actually select the list of drawings, and then with this one single click, be able to export all the PDFs at once. So this allows the download or the bulk download for primary, secondary, or any published representation content from CAD, parts, and documents that resides in the Windchill system. So it also supports what we call a structure navigating, and this basically allows you to download any types that are listed on the image here that are part of a certain assembly bit of materials. So just from there, by selecting the structure navigation at the top here, and then selecting the type of files that you need to download, it will basically download all the files that are related to that assembly structure. So the tool itself, the action is available from any Windchill folder, a documents details page, and from also the search results. So you can run a search based on a certain criteria, and then select all the items in the search results, and basically just action export the content just from that search results. You can also download files that are part of the change notice. So if you want to download the affected objects, the change notice, you can do that. If you also want to download only the resulting objects from the change notice, the system allows you to do that. And as you download the file, you have two options in terms of how you want files to be actually downloaded. You have a single folder. So a single folder, it basically puts in all the downloaded files into just this one folder. Or you can also have a multiple folder. With multiple folder, it basically just splits it down into folder names based on the files in the structure. And then it basically downloads a zip file that has been saved to your local drive. Right, so we can jump in onto the demo and basically show you how this can be achieved. So as I said, this is just an application customization that's added onto the Windchill system. So firstly, I'm just quickly going to go to a drawing file. This is a drawing file that I've already created. One thing I just want to explain is the tool does not create files for you. It only exports files that are already existing in the system. So any content file that could be an attachment will be downloaded, or any post-published files that you have in the representations, that will also be downloaded. So in my case, for this particular drawing here, I've got the post-published files that I've created. And if I were to right-click and show you the files, I've got a DXF file and a PDF file for this drawing. So if I want to quickly download those two files from this details page of the drawing, I can simply go to Actions, Object Content Downloader, and I can go pick what sort of files I want to download. And in my case, I just want to have this files into just one folder, and then click OK. So the system goes and generates a zip file for this content. I'm just going to save it under the downloads folder. And this is my zip file. These are the two files that I've actually, or the system has exported out. So this is my PDF drawing for that particular drawing file in a PDF format. So that's one way of just downloading the files out. The second way could be you want to select multiple files that you want to download out. So I can go and select the drawings and assembly that are drawing there in that part. So the parts, if I were just to quickly go into this parts content, just to show you, the part has got a images file as well as a step file. So from the list that I'm going to be selecting here, I want to be able to download a PDF and DXF for my drawing, and I just file and a step file for my parts in assembly. So I go to Actions, Folder Content Downloader. And then in here, I can also say this is the PDF I want, the DXF for the drawings, and for my parts, it will be step file and I just file. And at this stage, I'm just going to leave them again just in one folder, and then generate my zip file. Save my file. Go back to where the file has been saved locally, and if I open that file, you will then notice that these are the files that I've downloaded. The IGES file, the step file for my part that I have selected on the list. Right. Then the third one could be, I have an assembly. So when I pick on this assembly here, it's just a motorcycle rear shocks. And then if I go to the structure view of this is all the files that make up my assembly. And all these components here have got an IGES and a step file. So if I want to quickly download those and share with my suppliers, I can quickly just do that from the Actions document downloader. So because I'm downloading everything in the structure, I have to select the structure navigation option, and then select the types that I would like to download. And what I can also do at this stage, I can say, just separate the files by folder, and then generate the zip. Zip file generated, simply save that. And that's all the contents that is in there. And you'll notice that they are actually named according to the document number, as well as the version that it is on. So if I go into any of these files, you'll notice that there's actually IGES and step files in those. So you can simply take the zip file as is and send it out to whoever needs these files as an output. The other thing worth mentioning while I'm still on this is, if there was any drawing that's related to this assembly that I've got here, so as I download this, I can also pick a PDF. Then the system will automatically know that because I'm asking for a PDF, I'm asking for a PDF from a drawing, and then it will look for a PDF from that related drawing and download that drawing as well. Then the other thing I wanted to also show is the change notice. So I've got a change notice here, and these are all my affected objects that are undergoing this change. So from the change actions drop down, I can also do the content downloader. So the one thing you'll notice on the change is this options at the top here. You've got an option to download only the resulting objects, or both the resulting and the affected objects, or affected objects only. And also select what sort of file types you would want to download with these, and then just download the files. Right. Then the other thing would be with the search. So I can search for files that CAD files in my case, but maybe has the word KTM in it. It goes and returns all my files that resides under this KTM context. So I can simply select all of it and then download these files out. Pick a type that I want to export them to, and then export them out to a single zip file. So the system allows you to quickly do that and share the accurate information or the information that relates to a whole bill of material with this just one click. So that. And I'm actually testing this on Windchill 11.1, but the system is compatible to Windchill 10.2, 11, even 12. So it's simply just getting the developers to debug the software for that particular version, which doesn't take long at all. And then the system can easily, or the application can easily be installed on the system. And the time it takes to actually set up this application onto the system, I would say it's plus minus an hour. So it's an hour at most to get the system set up and up and running. So that is all I wanted to share as far as the app is concerned on the demo side. So I'm going to bring up my presentation back again, and just say the main key benefits that I immediately see with the tool is it will improve the user or the engineer's productivity, in a sense that they don't have to go through each file to get this output out. And the other thing is they don't have to actually do it for the end user department. The end user department can actually download these files themselves and start using them. And it'll obviously increase efficiency while using TLM tool. It basically reduces the clicks that you have to do to get to the data, and it'll avoid the manual error of missing some data or important data while trying to download and share this data with other departments or with your suppliers. And of course, because it does the bulk downloading, it definitely saves you a lot of time there. So that is all the benefits, or the immediate benefits that I can already see with the application, or that has already been reported by some of our customers that are already using the app. And yes, so at this stage, I will take any questions that are available. Okay, I see at this stage there's no questions on the list there. So I'll go ahead and just share some additional information here. So if you would like to attend any of our trainings, the full training schedule is available on our website, support.trainingpdc.com. And due to COVID restrictions, most of our classes were offered visually, but we have some of those regulations being relaxed. We are starting to do the in-center or on-site trainings as well. And again, bringing back the slides here. And as I said, if you have any technical questions about these presentations today, please feel free to email me directly at epoying@boundarysys.com. If for any sales query, so if you want a demo on the tool or a custom demo on the tool or any other PDC related tools, feel free to reach out to sales@boundarysys.com. As I've said, you can also, for more information, you can also visit our website, boundarysys.com. And again, if you would like to revisit this webinar or this presentation today, it will be up on our YouTube channel, let's say in the next 2 days or so. You would be able to access it from there. And the account Boundary Systems. I'm just going to go back and have a look to see if there's any new questions that came through. Okay, I see there's still no questions there, but as I said, you can always reach out to me if you do have questions post this webinar. So at this stage, I would like to thank everyone for joining, and have a good rest of your day. Thank you.